Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here. I got a good friend here, We the Pinko, good old Mike, joining me. We're talking about WWE's 2016 TLC pay-per-view. Just got done watching the main event here tonight, and it was a good night of wrestling. Mike, were you excited with TLC?
I was all fired up for TLC. I actually was pretty excited, even though I didn't know that there was a show until a couple of days ago.
We'll just kick this right off going into the main event. I did predict that we were going to see none other than The Undertaker. He was nowhere to be seen. I thought that, honestly, the main event, which went for about 30 minutes, honestly was a really, really good match. It will always be remembered as the night that AJ Styles bared it all, ripping his pants. I like how they went right into the TLC atmosphere of the match. Dean Ambrose taking it to AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose and AJ sort of fighting up the ramp, sort of using the set, I guess you can say, that they build up on the ramp. Them trying to do a table and ladder spot right off the bat. This was a really, really fun athletic match, didn't you think, Mike?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of crazy moves. I know that the one that we both marked out for was that chair spot where AJ Styles flipped over out of nowhere and landed on the chairs. So a lot of crazy stuff in this match for sure.
I was trying to figure out what to call that match. It looked like he was going to give him a suplex, but then when he picked him up, he just sort of fucking threw him and AJ flipped. It seemed like AJ did most of the work for that move, but it was really, really good. There was another really cool spot of AJ basically flipping himself off of the ring and on his way down to basically catching Ambrose and hitting him with a DDT on the outside. Really, really fun. I think it all comes down to the end of the match when James Ellsworth just sort of walks down. He looked like he was trying to buy some time for Dean Ambrose as Ambrose was selling something on the outside. Ellsworth looked like he walked up to AJ Styles and basically tried to shake his hand and try to bury the hatchet. Is that pretty much the way you saw it when Ellsworth came down?
I mean, I honestly forgot about the guy until he came down, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a possibility that he's probably gonna come out and do something, and I wasn't sure what to expect. I figured that he would help Dean Ambrose, try to win the title, but then I was like, are they really gonna have Dean Ambrose win the title? So, yeah, that's
it came really, really close. Basically, AJ went to beat up Ellsworth, even though that Ambrose made the save. Basically, AJ was knocked down. AJ was down on the ground. Then we had Ambrose basically get a straight shot to run up the ladder to get up to the top. He was all alone. He was the only one in the screen. And as he tried to grab the WWE Championship, Ellsworth tips over the ladder. I was predicting in a prediction video that I thought that Ellsworth would tip the ladder over on Dean Ambrose on accident, but this blatantly was on purpose, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, a full-out heel turn for James Ellsworth going into his match on Tuesday in SmackDown Live.
I'm really surprised by this. It's almost like the fact that because Ellsworth has beat AJ Styles, he wants to skip over Dean Ambrose and sort of go straight to his own championship shot, thinking that basically without Ambrose being in his corner, he's going to be able to beat AJ Styles and become WWE champion on his own. It's almost like he's taking too big of a bite out of the cookie, and he thinks he's going to be able to get it all done on his own. But if you go back to those victories on SmackDown, Ellsworth was helped by AJ Styles. No, I'm sorry. Ellsworth was helped by Dean Ambrose to beat AJ Styles in each of those matches by either him being the special guest referee, being the special guest timekeeper. One way or another, Ellsworth always got that help from Ambrose. Now on his own, he's just going to be that job guy. No! I think that he's going to fall down on his own, and this would probably be the end of Ellsworth in my mind.
Yeah, I could see Dean Ambrose coming out and say, hey, buddy, what do you think you're doing? You ain't getting no match. And just attacking James Ellsworth, and maybe we'll have an extensive Dean Ambrose versus James Ellsworth feud. Are you all fired up for that? I can't wait.
No, leading up to the good old Royal Rumble. So that is your main event. AJ Styles still your champion. No Undertaker. Yeah, maybe they have some sort of a big match. That is the one thing people were holding on to, is Undertaker versus AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. It still could happen. You never know. But tonight would have been the night. If I was bringing the Undertaker back, it would have happened in my mind. Well,